All right, welcome back. So today we are going to be working on refreshing my Outcast EXB 8S Arrma. All the parts, majority of the parts have shown up. So we're going to go ahead, get everything swapped over, get everything cleaned up, get everything fixed up, because the fans died in this 3-year-old platform. Been bashing it hard. This RC's done really well. It's just time to go over it, refresh it, make it drive and look brand new. So the first thing I'm going to do before taking everything inside is we're going to go ahead and knock these tires off, just to make it easier. These bigger RCs, I just go ahead and use an impact, knock off these big 24mm nuts. As you can see, the edges have overextended, hit rocks, that kind of stuff. They're still good. I keep re-gluing them, but they're just at the point where they're getting pretty worn. Rubber's getting really soft and ripped up. So to make it reliable, these will become backups. We're going to go ahead and replace out the tires. All right, so we've got it on the bench now. Yes, I did clean it up, wash it up, just so when I'm servicing the bearings, getting the fans fixed, get everything fixed, RC should be clean. Blasted out all the holes that were packed with mud so that I can get to the screws. Just makes it easier. Part number for the body without the cage, a little cheaper. They're $140 with the cage and the tethers. Bought the tethers separate. Tethers are ARA 390294. So we're going to get the tethers put on. And then the body is ARA 409009. I take it this is going to be about a $400, $450 refresh, and you were able to buy these for $4.99 at one point when they went on a deep sale. That sale is no longer around, so this is what I was talking about. Parts for Arrma, a little bit higher than when you get parts for Traxxas. Now Traxxas cost more to buy. Arrmas are a little bit cheaper, but in the long run, a Traxxas is going to be cheaper to maintain. An X-Max or an XRT, they're definitely, if you break something, going to be a lot cheaper to maintain than something like this. Granted, fans are fans, and the way I have this geared, I need to run these fans because the RC is so big and heavy. You can go max 5 combo on this, which then you won't have to run such a big fan. But motor, I don't think the motor at this point needs fans. I have it because of motor temps are on that higher side, and I tend to run this harder and longer than I do my X-Max. But we're going to get this body opened up. So this body, from the wing in the back, it's all crushed up. In the rear, you can cut most of this out. It's crushed up in this corner. It's also cracked right on the roof. Of course, the front where the shock tower starts poking through the body, and then we're cracked up in here. No shoe go on this body. I just went ahead and ran it. You will need a larger Allen set for the A-scale Arrmas. The hardware is a lot bigger. So 4 bolts right in the center, and then 4 bolts on the outer. There's our inner cage, and then 6 more bolts on top. washers are snapped, so that's all we need off this body. Now we're going to go ahead and slip this right in. Should line up pretty nice considering it is new. Make sure the washers are on there for the cage that pinches the body. Everything is down flush. Now we're going to get the tethers put on and the washers. $10 for the tethers, clips, and washers. So these don't fit through, so make sure before you put them on you put your tethers through. That looks like it's going to be, let's see, so we want the tether to come this way. So we want to push it through this way. So it's going to go through on this side. That's going to go in the hole. That's going to go on this way. And then our clip is going to come on from that side. Over there. That goes underneath. That goes in there. Alright, went ahead and got the tethers pulled through. Everything with that is working good. Brand new fresh body, looking mint. Now we're going to go ahead and work on all the slop that's on these pivot balls. Get them lubed up so that hopefully it'll turn correctly. You can see that's the pivot ball issue, and these are super glued in and they still come loose. Yeah, we're gonna have to glue that back in. Some good old tire glue. I'm gonna throw some grease in this area here. Good old pivot ball. Why is that pin so loose? my upper pin broken. That's what it's looking like. Let's take a look at this side. This one moves too, but not nearly as far. I think that pin on the other side might be broken. Just need to make sure that upper arm's not broken on the other side. God, that's an awful lot of movement. Oh, the screw is hanging out. I don't think there's a nut on the back side right now. Yeah, that nut is missing. Alright, got a nut here. There we go. There we go. Much better. But I'm going to go ahead and throw on the why is it not going all the way? It's going that way, but not going that way. Yep, no left turn. But we got right turn. Have to look into that too. No right turn. Left turn. Let's get the fan fixed first. Loose. There we go. So the whole back of the fan broke out from impacts. So these are the Typhoon fans. These are the Typhoon version 2. Game Changer RC. And of course the connection's been changed again. So here's the Game Changer regulator. This one goes to a different battery. Get rid of all that crap. See if they work. Red and black. Regulator should just kick on. There we go. Alright, so the last you saw, I was working on fans. As you see, this fan broken. This is the ESC fan, came totally dislodged. The motors don't really fail, it breaks the plastic and then it jams up and burns out. So these were the original Typhoons, put the version 2 in there, and then I just put a standard fan to replace the ESC one. So I went ahead and went to put on these tires I bought from Robin's Hobby, and as you can see, that one's got a metal insert, that one does not. This one will not fit on. So I went ahead and called Robin's Hobby, and that was the only pair, or the only pair that they had, but they're not open on Sunday. So put a clip in here, had to run all the way up to High Desert Hobby, sucked up another 2 hours and another $100, and picked up another set. So we're gonna go ahead and get these open. Now these, as you see, original bags came like this. Now Arrma's doing it like this with the non-reusable bags. So I know that these are the newer ones. They're not old stock, and yes, I did check to make sure that the inserts were in them. This project, when you're limited to time, because I'm working 80 to 90 hours a week, I'm limited to, you know, a half a day Saturday, because I'm not getting off work till Saturday morning, 6, 7 a.m. Got to get at least 3-4 hours of sleep, and by the time I get up, my Saturdays are done. And so I have Sunday, and life happens. So things like this, and I've talked about Arrma quality in the past, even with their part support, it can't only be me having these issues. I'm always running into something with Arrma, and it sucks. And that was one of the main reasons I stopped running most of my Arrma stuff, is because the quality control issues I was having. So I'm going to get these bolted down. I got a front end alignment issue going on, and that was the main reason I was putting on the front tires, is try to center this steering so that I can get the proper turning radius, because right now we've got toe out really bad. Seeing this wheel straight. So I got to take apart this knuckle. Come on. This knuckle is bottoming out for some odd reason. That's the glue holding it on. Kind of look bent. That's why I was having steering issues. Now let's see if I can get these out. Look at the bend to that pivot ball. Both of them are bent up. Alright, had to replace them because there is no way to straighten these bent ones. I mean, that's pretty darn bent. So was that one. Like this. get this wheel on and set the alignment. There we go. There we go. What a long rebuild this was. Now let's see about this wing. There we go. At least now it's straight. So we'll get a wing mount ordered up, and other than that, it's all serviced and ready to rip. So a lot of parts on this one to get this thing rebuilt, and a brand new set of tires. Now we're all rebuilt, ready to rip. So I will have to get some pivot balls ordered up, and I still got to get an axle ordered up so I can put my crate and roller back together, because I've been robbing parts off of it just to get this one up and going. Now my Creighton has no electronics in it, and that's why I've been stealing the parts off of it. But we're gonna go ahead, get cleaned up, get this thing out, and we're gonna go rip it. Alright, so I just want to talk a little bit about the rebuild. Quality control with Arrma, and like I've said before, the X-Max is definitely much cheaper to rebuild than it is rebuilding any of Arrma's 6S or 8S line, even their 4S line. And then the quality control with some of the parts on this, because the rig is so heavy, even though they're aluminum parts, you do tend to bend a lot of stuff. A lot of screws get bent. As you see, pivot balls get bent, chassis gets bent, but it's just a part of it. To run this platform is definitely a lot more expensive than running an X-Max. To rebuild this, I'm $468 into it. And all I did was put a set of tires onto it, 2 pivot balls, 1 axle, and a new body without the roll cage. So the cheapest body I could buy. But there you go. Like, comment, subscribe. Just wanted to talk a little bit about this. It's definitely a fun platform, but if you're going to run this size RC, you're going to pay. Just like a DBX LE, you're definitely going to pay for it. But there we go. We'll catch you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.